Let me. There we go. Reason it was changed my mic settings. Why? Well, the point is I'm back now. Slightly. Ugh. Alright. Might as well get back to it then. Oh, video. There we go. Just to make sure that everyone can see that properly. Perfect. No, it's definitely working. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're doing more of Tavern Talk again, because I really enjoy this game. It's been fun. It's calming. I don't have to be stressed. We already go through this. No, we didn't. We stopped right here. Okay, that's what I was. But once again, welcome back. I am your Tavern Keep for the day, Tech Junkie, and we're playing more Tavern Tales, Tavern Talk. I'm getting more Tavern Tales out of people. All I ask is, when you jump in the stream, tell me what you're drinking, or tell me what you're snacking on. Tell me what's making you cozy today, because that is what this is about to be, is a cozy, chill stream. And really, that's all I can ask. I want to have fun. I want to be cozy. I want to not be stressed about life in general. So let's get started. You can keep. Rhea, you've got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? I brought up earlier how I really like Rhea's design because it's female dwarf and they kept the beard. So many places don't do that. Like, I know, would say, a lot of D&D's been doing that a lot more lately. But a lot of other games, like older stuff, you don't see that kind of. Just kind of have a bigger face in it. But still, fantastic. Love the design. I get it. You need some stamina first. Gonna get right back into tends to word off your questions. Alright, so maybe I can hit someone with stamina and defense. What's up, Andu? Hello. Nope, they just want. Back to my drink. Let's get you some defense. That's the frosted lagoon. You have another drink. A frosted lagoon it is. You know what? Let me actually go out of my way. I'm gonna use one of my many mixture concoction thing. I forget what infusions. That's it. I can remember. We'll deal with the chill. Make a regular drink. Long pour! More. More. It's one attack? I always wish I could figure out how to do a long pour serving drinks. I was never good at it. What's up, bud? Alright. Serve the drink. Hear the tales. Here's your frosty lagoon. With some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be, after this drink. That's how I look at people, too. Once I make good food, I'm everybody's favorite. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Miss Frostgrave. Is. Oh, are you crying? Is it Ms.? Yeah, I think that's Ms. My bad. Please. I just thought since you're such a catch, we're pulling the Riz on Rhea? Oh shit, you better prepare yourself. Keep it to yourself. Alright. Kyle here. Looking for him around town, but the lad or lassie is... Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. Let's see. You should be waking up right about now. You are a treasure. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, innkeep? Yes. Very much so. You're ready. Okay. That was me. Okay. By the dragons, so she's not a dream nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait, don't you already have earrings? Or were those not there a second ago? They weren't there. I must have missed them. I like that, actually. They added that in. Are those sons? Yes, because your friendships... because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match my other jewelry. And, not cozy per se, but I am at work drinking a Coca-Cola. Hey, Coca-Cola, it can be just as cozy. As long as it's something that you can chill and relax with. You know, when you're like on break, get that sip of Coca-Cola in you and you kind of start dancing. I hope you're not actually dancing, but get that like nice. I finally got a drink after dealing with work. I am sitting here with water and a unnamed energy drink. Just if I need it. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire. Or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Nuts. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. Oh. I like the, he hangs on to it, doesn't care. Anyways, welcome back to Turtle God. You did not time it right again where you got a turtle to show up. But don't worry, it'll happen again. I promise. The empty night sky wasn't a dream. I actually was, before I was starting this, I was testing out remote play for my PS5 on here, so I could see if it can capture any games I played. And I was like, oh, let me play some games I own on my PlayStation. Unfortunately, I don't think OBS actually captures the remote play. Kinda sucks. Whatevs. Nope. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore. Something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks in keep. Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try. Preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Look, if Ash Ketchum can do it, you can too. That's my motto in life. Just in case I would like to. Just because you see a star doesn't mean you have to lift it. You just know you can. I'll see what I can do. Alright, so that makes my boy strong. Actually, I believe they have they pronouns. One, a 3, and another 1. Simple, effective, my boy Ondu. Doesn't matter. Anytime I see you, I gotta give you some pets. That was what I was gonna, like, I was trying to avoid doing that, mostly because I don't have money for a capture card. I used to use one way back in the day. Actually, if people could totally find the old channel I used to be part of, and they could see a few videos that me and my roommate had made back in, like, our freshman year of college. And they're awful. I'll admit though, I laughed watching them. I was like, wow, this was such a goofy time of one being young and not knowing what I'm talking about. So, good luck. It was it was Super Mario 3D World were the games that we played. At least that I was involved in. Oh, this is delicious. You think a malted star would taste like this? Oh. Perhaps. I mean, I guess it could. I've never tried one. What do you two think about that story? Very bothersome. I had to look shelter on my way back from the Rockwell Cliffs. What are you doing by the Rockwell Cliffs? Better hurry and clean it all up. Yeah, true. Got somewhere to be? I'll have to get the vampire to Baruvia before I can get my hands on that gold. Who? You! We've discussed this. But yeah, I was really just kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to pay for a capture card. I don't mind doing it when I get to that point. But you know, it'd be nice. Oh, splendid. I haven't been in Baruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. Luckily, though, I do know that if I ever do need a capture card, the local game store by me actually has several of them. I know they have, like, a few older model Elgatos. I don't know if they'd be HD60s, but, you know, that's the one I remember using. So then I could search for other materials, better ones even. Going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? Dude, you don't just call someone a dragon, that's rude. What? Oh. In what world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of the sky. It's true. What about you, Inky? I a dragon? I am whatever the world beholds me as. Simple as that. You are? Well, no. No. I'm just the tavern keeper. Afraid not. But you smell so primordial. How does that smell? What does primordial smell like? Wonder. Magma? A grass? Well, I would say that I smell like some chicken curry because that is what I made for lunch. Because well, actually, no, it wasn't chicken curry. Pork katsu. I had curry left over, so. Thank you. You're not a dragon, Rhea. What do you need materials for? Decorations, ingredients? I feel like they're a blacksmith. Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal away your business from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? Aw, that's adorable. No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back. Not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. You a blacksmith, then? I am. I'm looking for the right material to smash the next Orhart competition. Ooh, a blacksmith competition? That sounds dope. So, last time I went to the Renaissance Festival, they had, basically it was a blacksmithing competition of sorts, where guests were allowed to, basically hammer out a dagger out of a railroad spike, was the goal, and if they did it within a certain period of time, like within a certain amount of time, they were able to get a discount towards anything that they purchased from them. So, I know my friends wanted to do it, but unfortunately they just didn't have anything that we were looking to purchase, so did not. Instead, we mostly just drank a lot of mead and had fun battling it out in some of the like sword fighting. We also shot arrows at each other. That was great. Traveled all the way to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? I think you're already. That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about all the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. Think so? Yes, now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the midnight, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hair fish hopping across the sky. The sparkling trail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. The light of the stars behind me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. You still thought you were me? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometime. You know what? That's a fair point. Oh my god, Rhea's so done with your shit, Kyle. I'd love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Inky? I'm afraid not, because I think I'm scared to look. Either way, how amazing! You know this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Oh, me and my roommate were discussing the, Me and my roommate were discussing that new Disney game that came out a little while ago. It's basically like running a cafe and serving Disney villains. and we're like, are you just sitting here being a cafe owner and you're just talking down each of these villains? Like, being like, look, man, Jafar, you're doing pretty good for yourself. You're already a high ranking council member to the Sultan, like, and you know, I get that Princess Jasmine's threatening you to leave, but like, what is she really gonna do? You're basically doing all the work that the Sultan's not doing anyways. So as soon as she fires you, she's screwed. She'll come running and crawl right back to you and ask for you back on the council. It's gonna happen. It's just I love the idea that that's just what you're doing is you're just talking the villains down and making them realize that their plans don't need to happen. Like it's so funny. I think I want to play that if it's a free game. This is by no means a natural wonder. Hold on. I forgot the voice I gave you. Welcome back, Miss Anwa. Who are you? Wonder Police?
I am Alithia Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Night. I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall.
Not one of those protagonist types.
Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you are able to collect more information for my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times.
At your service.
And what are these trying times? Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly.
I don't know if that's gonna be a true case talking to a vampire. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually.
How does that not worry anyone?
We have other things to worry about. And if these sort of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Your innkeep should pretty much just be the town gossip, and if nothing happens, I don't have business.
I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire?
What else would he be?
I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Cat?
Nuts. Yeah, Kyle's like, oh fuck. What a response.
What is a castle?
Why are you asking? Yeah.
While I was seeking shelter from calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temper.
A young echo?
Rather, I came across his hands in pocket, attempting to steal my most precious spell components.
Oh, it's our dude!
Luckily for him, I am not a very vengeful person, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And in an effort, did make an effort not to steal from me again.
Very wise. Did he travel with you?
No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. A horrid vampire? They must have been very hungry. As they tend. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Alithia? A roguish wind echo. Ah, yes! A windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, innkeeper.
No. That was weird.
Are you from the primordial sea?
Not in the slightest. But my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share it.
I see. What about your blood, Miss Alithia? Are you out of your mind? Propositioning a holy woman for her blood?
Well, you've got a lot of it. Fair question.
And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of this world. Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes.
I like your unwavering sense of self-importance.
Thank you. I like your earrings.
Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens?
Well, your rumors are all over the place. Good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization.
My bad.
I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors. God, wow. I just totally dyslexia'd that. Perhaps it harbors some hidden clues. Once I've found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it.
The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for him.
Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again.
Really, that's really all you can do at this point. I mean, if it's already happening. I see you in the chat, Remedy Star. You're not hiding from me. I have a requirement. You have to tell me what you're drinking.
But perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall.
That clicked. What did it do? Couldn't agree more. Curses foiled again.
You cannot escape me.
Nah, I just figured you're drinking water. That's all good. I know I told everybody earlier, I have water here and I've got an energy drink just ready in case I feel the need to drink an energy. And so far I'm good. But yeah, water's great, honestly. Especially like a long day, just chilling, sipping on some water is nice. It's definitely relaxing. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you after all. Shots.
If you're offering, thank you kindly.
What can I get you?
Depends on the approach. What to take with it. Would focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connected threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, those who caused this focus too much on things. It might not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case.
I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you'll encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance.
Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I'm not yet certain which path I should walk.
You should trust the innkeeper with it.
He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once, I shall.
I'll make sure not to disappoint. Alright, gang, so we got options today. We actually get something to change the effect of the game. So, Remedy, I don't know if you were here before when I was streaming this, but any drink I make for these people affects their story. So, what I generally ask is that people can vote on what I make. In this case, it is between intelligence plus... that is power, so... power or defense plus fire resistance. Okay, I will give you guys a chance to tell me what you guys think I should do. And in the meantime, I will just at least look through to figure out what this would be. I believe this Sunny Breeze would actually be for the intelligence one. Or, no, it's the Sparkling Nebula here. Or, there we go, a Frosted Lagoon. Either one of these two drinks. Certainly I could also try and do a drink that we're not supposed to do, but that is a lot of power for a barkeep. I gotta keep things interesting. I say, at least in the meantime, I can hang out with my little buddy. Can I press this? The glass is empty. Time to get started. Alright. Hang out with my little buddy Ondu here while you guys choose an idea. I'm gonna mess with everything I can. In the meantime. I do more than one. No. No, you cannot. Do you have any reason to think fire resistance would help? So she is investigating. Let me see if I have the quest. She's investigating why stars have fallen from the sky, and these are actual stars. So there is fire resistance involved with stars are still on fire. That's the main reason for that. As for the other piece, which is... I think it might be rally, actually, not power. Yeah, I think it's rally, not power, which, I mean... int and power, in my opinion. Okay, we've got one person for intelligence and power, and I don't mind. Well, if it comes down to it, we call in the Owl Man. If there's somehow a tie. Intelligence and fire. So it's got to be either the intelligence and power or the defense and fire resistant. One or the other of those setups. Because it's basically I have to copy these orders. But so far it is looking like intelligence at the very least. But if you're trying to change your mind, let me know. Basically, if she does intelligence, she's pretty much going to try and talk to people and figure out clues as to why it's happening. And then, alright, it looks like intelligence wins out. We need power! I assume it's rally, actually. But we're going to ignore that until I'm correct. Wow. Can I just totally fuck this? I don't want to mess up. Sparkling Nebula. I like shit. Oh. Oh. Alright. Sorry, Ondu. I didn't mean to tease. Alright, let's go. Intelligence it is. If things go wrong, I blame you guys. It's the perfect plan. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, we wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. It's an excellent drink. I've already coming up with a 38-step plan. Jesus Christ, that's impressive. I don't think I can do that in chess at all. I thought I play chess. My chess plans tend to be, here? This'll work.
Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Inky.
Always happy to be of service. And most importantly, always happy to keep the world alive. Because if there's no world, I don't get paid. And you know, I kind of enjoy making these drinks and getting money. Hey, this Holy Spirit. Those fallen stars, are they still intact?
They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact.
Were they pulverized?
Not fully, no. Would you say that fallen stars make for an interesting type of material? For what?
Yes.
They would.
Damn it. There's too many people talking. There's not usually 3 people in my bar. They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions.
I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nevertheless, sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance.
Great. Then I'm in.
Me too. You know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps?
I know about astrology.
And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help.
That's very kind of you. Now, please pay. None of you have paid your tab since ever coming here. I would like that to be changed. I'm running out of money. You don't have to come along.
Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. Don't think you could.
Stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal.
What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars?
Unlikely.
I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you and with you, Miss Alithia.
Great.
Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing.
Ah, shit. It doesn't matter. I can keep whatever voice I want for myself. I'm the innkeep. It's me. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting. Can I press space? Perfect. Take my headphones off. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too.
Who comes in next? Please, someone come in.
Oh, alright. It's nighttime now.
Who are you? You can't drink here. You're a small child.
Hello? I don't know what I should make this character sound like. Hello, I would like your finest drink, please. We're gonna wait until I can actually see them. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, Miss...
Melina, but MELLI is fine. It's short for Melina.
I see. Well then, MELLI, what kind of drink would you like?
Something tasty. I can do that. Something that will give me fun new ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. Okay, she knows what Thunder Sage is.
I don't have any money, but I've got some to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay. What do you mean you don't need to pay? You gotta pay. This is a bar. I'm not running a charity here. Not today, at least. But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. A new infusion, actually? Now I can accept the drink. Very well, let me see what I can do. First, ooh, what is this? Gives you speed boost, so dexterity, it looks like. Or fleetfoot, maybe. And it gives you some boost in charisma and a minus in intelligence, so you know. For plucking feathers and eating off people, I would hope. Draw the recipe. Where is the Thunder Sage? I believe this is it. I pour. Woo! And then. Perfect. Right, Sparkling Nebula. Wait! Undo! I forgot to pet him. No! Are you gonna sit on the table now? Some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up. Oh, you're gonna sit on the table! You're just a tiny little guy. Oh! This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you! You should have been saying thank Mew. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. You're adorable. Oh my god. Can I pet you familiar? Ooh, I don't know. I think Andu tends to bite. Oh. Even better. No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worried for your hands. Okay. Comes in. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, we got an achievement for this. Dots. Oh, Zephyr. Almost didn't see you there. Suppose I'm as stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately. One that will help me remember words. Quiet for so many hours, I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. No! Who the fuck are... Wait! It's censored, I need to be too. Who the schnurzel are you? As was the voted on swear word that Alex told me to use. Was I too stealthy for you? Nuts. No. Let's get you a drink so you stop cursing at the child. So they are a child! Yeah, tiny friend is quite tiny. Detective. Stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? Or how much? I'll trade you one for a trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing? But you got me. Oh, you got me a fucking clock. Thanks, bro. I needed something for that area specifically because it is really empty. Here. Thought the place might like it. Ooh, bro, you're adorable. Can I like pet you or something? No? Well, like Tavern tells me, it thinks it's beautiful. What do you guys think about that new clock, chat? I wish I could zoom in on her. But it is wondering what it might be. Thought it was smarter than that. Does a tavern want to guess what it is? Ooh, what do we guess, guys? Is it an oversized stamp or a frying pan? Even though it is very clearly a clock. The oversized stamp. Hold on, before I go with that, I want to see if it got information. They're 10? They can't drink here. This is a tavern. Are my mixtures non-alcoholic then? Yeah, well, you know what? Sure, friend. You're okay. I mean, yeah, the clock is there. It's ready. It's literally just, at this point, we gotta determine, is it an oversized stamp or a frying pan? I am also the same way. I know, a big thing that used to be a thing with bars was that most of them didn't have clocks in them. Or at least if they did, they were broken. Because for bars, back well before our time, they're meant to be like a the frying pan. But bars were meant to be a place for you to forget about the time, so they tended to not have them in bars. I don't think it's really a thing nowadays, because you know, if I'm drinking on a clock. Well, not on the clock, not while I'm at work, but you know, I got a time limit. You know, I gotta realize how much I'm drinking through the time. You're not even remotely close. But he is right. That part looks like a handle. That's the pendulum. You think if you fried eggs in this pan, they would take a bat-like shape? If you had the animation to, like, facepalm, you would. I know it. I really doubt it. It's a wall clock, adorned with hungry bats. One creature of tonight telling time to another. Very inaccurate clock, it seems. Nowhere near midnight. Hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight. Eternity. Or at least, since I found it. Will this do, or will I have to pull another hunt? This'll do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps his promise, I now prepare a drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will make you more polite toward local detectives. Alright, something to make you more polite. Well, obviously charisma is the goal here. Let's just see if we have other charisma options. We can go with the Spoken Heart or Sunny Breeze. I actually like both the ways these. Since they don't actually change anything here, I'm just gonna go with the one. Oh, hold on. Use. Oh, can't do that. Here you go. I have, because if I can do, I'm gonna go with the Sunny Breeze actually. Then I can use this, and it will make them fleet-footed, I think. We're just gonna have to add a little bit of intelligence to round it out. One more. There we go. That's a good-looking purple drink. Change the time. Oh, it looks so good. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. Consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I am at now. Thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? Why not? I know who you are. You know what? A fair point. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. If you make this child cry, we're gonna have a problem. So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things. I've heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? It's the middle of the night. What time do people go to school here? I don't go to school. I'm smart enough already. Do your parents agree with that? My parents are dead! Oh! Well, no tears, so things are okay. Not. Apologize.
And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important.
I'm sorry to hear that. Like,
It's okay. It's already been this many years. It's already been this many years since they died. How many? Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay.
you solved their His sword, Shadow Rider, Blade of the Seven Hells. This man used a dagger for sure. Also, but I already solved their murder.
So it's okay. Who did it?
Yeah, I want to know, who did you avenge them?
Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies, and zombies got eaten by T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That sense.
Well, I what do I choose here? I love it. It does not, or it does. It sounds like the classic adventurer's tale to me. You know, your parents get eaten by zombies, those zombies get eaten by a T-Rex, so you have no one left to avenge. It's just a way of life, baby. This is about to be my next character story in D&D. Oh man, the best part is I can talk about my D&D stuff here because I know none of the other players. Oh shit, I don't know. We're gonna go with it does not because I think. So that must feel horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you, Melly. No child should grow up alone. It's okay. I'm not alone. Just by myself. I mean, you know what? You're great. That's one way to look at it. Yeah, because none of my D&D players are in here. My DM, I know, likes to watch every once in a while, and he already knows all of my secrets. So I could absolutely start talking about my D&D stuff right now.
Isn't that the same thing? No, I meet great people while working my cases all the time. Sure, they never stick around, but I get to spend time with them and we have lots of fun together. Then they leave, but that's okay, because other people come by and I get to meet so many different personalities it never gets boring. It's cool!
You're fantastic. I'm so... Wow, you're great.
It's a little sad.
Yeah, it is a little sad. I mean, it could be worse.
Sounds like too many people.
Oh my god. You annoyed this 10-year-old. Look at how angry she is. This is like perfect, like, angry cat. Actually, she kind of reminds me of my sister's cat. My sister's kitten. Did you see in Tabletop Mustard Goopin shirts and Kevin the Cold Ball? Hold the fuck up. I think I did, and I may have... If that was today, I haven't actually seen that. I'm gonna check that real quick. I want to see Mustard Goopin shirts and Kevin the Kobold. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think I talked, or I spoke about this with my friend, because I'm like, okay, this is always fun. I thought you posted, do you have, like, did you ever make any character for them on, like, Hero Forge or anything? Out of curiosity. I love seeing other people's, like, D&D characters.
Now I'm meeting you. What's your name, by the way?
Yes. What is your name? Please. Okay, you're just gonna lie to a child?
He called you Zephyr earlier. No, he didn't. Didn't you?
I don't recall. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it changed. Okay.
I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper clock from.
I like that they changed his the name to be the fake name here still. Fine. It was Morrow Castle. Morrow or Morrow? I think Morrow feels... Morrow Castle. On a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous family. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous then. She would have, if she could caught me. So she didn't? No. Managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what happened if they had spotted me. Not prepared to. But they didn't. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument through a nearby window. Left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle. Why? Why are you leaving a window open for easy spider access? I heard Morrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary? Oh, she's so scared. On a scale from 1 to being eaten, on a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary. Oh. Oh, this poor baby. In the middle, I suppose. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? Oh, here we go. Let's see this whole wall of text. Here we go. I made a character sheet for Mustard, but it was mostly a placeholder, and Kevin as well as just a standalone NPC. Imagine Dr. Door, but he's a slime man in a lab coat. Goop machine. For the entire quad. Goop machine to destroy the entire quad country zone! True, instead of the entire tri-state area. No, but I was meaning, did you make a character model on, like, Hero Forge? You know how you can make, figures for your D&D characters? I know friends of mine use that if they want to show off what their character looks like, and you don't have to actually order the miniatures, but it's still a really good resource just to build. Able to spot and avoid them all thanks to my remarkable perceptive gift. Your help. Anyway. I might. Fun. Here, I can actually send you the... I'm like about to just send you the thing. Definitely go check it out. I honestly think it's really cool. I think there's paid options that are like way better for customization, but it's still really useful, even for just a general idea of what a character looks like. I found the cape in her closet, hung up between ball gowns covered in rubies and... You didn't steal those? Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief. Obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Oh my god. How can I do that? Because I asked nicely. Oh, you've made her cry! No! No, you can't make MELLI cry! Give me 1 second. I need to use the restroom real quick. I return. I had to swap laundry as well.
Creepy man, can you tell me how to commit crimes better?
That's how I feel whenever I see my roommates.
I took the cape along with whatever gemstones I could find. Heard her approaching her chamber. Quickly, hid among the dressing gown, holding my breath to avoid making it. Thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet door. Close to the wall, I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, and turned to her dastardly vampiric activity.
What are vampiric activities? A good question. How's it?
I don't know. Sucking bloods, turning into bats, scheming about blood.
Lots of blood stuff, it sounds like. Yeah, that's kind of how this works. Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze?
I found a secret passageway that led below the pond. Summit of which scared this strange cleric to death when I trained my visibility. He was ready to ignite me with a golden flame.
That seems harsh for just a little jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets?
Say,
Speaking of sleight of hand, where'd you find that clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever. And how did you know it was the middle? A good question. Great question, Melly.
I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time.
I have a feeling that this is a very important clock.
The antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. I thought it strange that it was the item without it. Took it.
Bag? Wait.
Huh. Very organized. Labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Would that be in her pantry?
You know, that does make sense, actually. If she's a vampire, maybe she uses it in cooking.
Its label described it as the blood from the very first vampire. Mike.
Mike? Mike the vampire? Feeble humans, you will understand the wrath of me, the alpha vampire, Mike. Yeah, that really screams fear. Oh, hey. Mike? Really?
Mike. Judging by its position next to priceless item. Clock must be worth a fortune.
Yeah, it's Mike. Mike the alpha vampire, the first vampire. You don't know about Mike? He's in all the history books. In that case, thank you again. It'll look great in my tavern.
Eat. Oh, he's blushing! Look at him, he's happy!
Except you still terrify Melly, who is currently my now new favorite character.
Sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't. It's the innkeeper's drink. I not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely.
Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. I sure know how to pick 'em. Seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job.
Lucky I survived once more. Miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Why would you go?
Death is inevitable. Such is life. You're talking to a 10-year-old child.
At least you have your cape now.
Not mine. It belongs to another vampire.
Another vampire? Yes.
stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. Touches of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, Hunter Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire, Melly, would love his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? We've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll... You called Dr. Doofenshmirtz Dr. Door? You know, I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh... I was kind of like, who the hell's Dr. Door? But, you know, I just assumed maybe I was missing a different joke. That it's like, oh, it's not Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He just says Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Like, quote. Does he have his own theme song is also a good question. Like, you know how Doofenshmirtz had the Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated? We get that? Does Dr. Door, or in this case, Kevin the Kobold, have this wonderful little, situation? Not her again. Yeah, that's how I feel about meeting people that have wronged me. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gone far yet. What are they investigating? Star Rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. Oh, I like the music. Sudden change. Mustard Goopenschmertz is funny as fuck though. Absolutely. What happened there? Whatever. I can still see chat. Somehow my chat box just moved over like 2 inches to the left, and I don't know why. Oh, yep. Stick with it. Whatever. I can still read it. That's what matters. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. And cheese. Come on, Blaze. We have to go and find them for your cape and for my notes. I like that you've just kidnapped this person. Going alone. You do whatever. Go along, you can never stay on. Aren't you trying to not be undetected? Here, this is supposed to be direct delivery. Wait for me! See you soon, innkeeper! Bye-bye. Bye, Melly. See you soon, Melly. Bye. Bye-bye. They're so good! Andu. Boy. Act 2. Starlight Sonata. 7. Crossroads of 3. Third of the Astral Moon. Oh. It's snowing. Good morning! Good morning, Millie. Good morning, Blaze. What have you been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. Not dilly-dallying. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yeah, it is really. There's different sunlight, not as blue. Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart. I think my options are the Sparkling Nebula, which I had yesterday too, so out. Smart and sparkly. Do the thing. Yay. At this point, it's just showing off. I was like, Remedy, you're part of Alex's campaign, right? Or like, tell us a bit about your character. I'm curious. I love talking characters with people. For D&D, sure, or other games. Honestly, I also play Cyberpunk, so a fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. It does look very sparkly. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has Pete found his way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. Seems to have awakened memories of old woe. Seemed pretty excited to me. Should be. Fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. Fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fang. They were much tinier. A common misconception. You know, most people think, you know, vampire must be big fangs, kind of like a walrus. But, you know, do enough times and you just get used to it. Where'd you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it. It looks kind of cool. I mean, to be fair, if you had a star in the middle of your temple, that probably means something. People like distinct temples. They do. I got a couple. In one of his campaigns, I'm playing a human anthropologist who lived around, well, among lizard folk for a while. Her name is Hot Pocket. It's a sex joke. All right. I don't understand. Please explain the joke in excruciating detail. I'm curious on more. There are human anthropology who lives amongst lizard folk. Like, is it a situation of they just moved to this town full of lizard folk, or is it like they were raised by lizard folk? That's definitely what I'm curious about. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking about this. They were asking around to see the priest knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No, I could have told him that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Out of Lithia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Are they gonna come back covered in ooze again? Dandelions. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Aw, that's actually kind of a cool little story of redemption. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. Being the mysterious and quiet Blaze, he's my new associate. No such thing. Great to see you two working closely together. Make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you! How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all of that heightened emotions?
We didn't. He got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. Felt very well hidden when Alithia suddenly asked me if I want to stop hiding now.
She goes around integrating into wilderness tribes of various species. Goblins, kobolds, she spent the okay. She just spent the longest with lizard folk, and they gave her that name, Hot Pocket. The lizard folk have called her Hot Pocket. And she's just okay with that. She's like, you know what? Forget my actual name. Hot Pocket is where it's at. Hot Pocket the anthropologist. That's what I want to see in museums. With my current campaign that we're doing, my friend is homebrewing his own campaign for the first time. And at the moment, we are basically... Oh, she's... Oh, also she's a Drunken Fist monk. Oh, that sounds like fun. I always think Drunken Fist monk sounds so cool. But then it's really funny because you technically can't get drunk as a monk. Once you hit... It's like level 5. It's either like level 5 or like level 9. You can't get drunk because drunk poison condition. And poison is no longer effective against monks at a point, and I can't remember where that point is, but Drunken Fist Monk is still cool. I know in my current campaign, I'm a wild magic sorcerer, and I'm actually using the Kitsune class from... what is the... God, I cannot remember what the book was. It's some popular YouTuber made it. And my DM got it. So I wanted... Oh. Gotta pull that up because now I'm curious. God. It's I think that's it. The Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms. That's the book. That's the custom book. Got a mobile brewery in her backpack. Always making moonshine. Okay, that's dope. I would think there'd be better options to make though. But moonshine is a good choice. But with my character, I'm a wild magic sorcerer. And my other players don't know that I was previously a member of the evil organization looking into. And I'm kind of just manipulating things from behind the scenes. So that's been fun. And it's been really great because 2 of the players are very much... they talk a lot and they have egos. So all I have to do to get them to do the things I need is to kind of stroke their ego just enough. So that way they'll be led into whatever I suggest. Because one kind of considers themselves to be the leader of the group, though they're really not. And the other one just kind of goes with the flow. Their character is kind of like Dan from Dan Versus, where they just have a problem with everything through some crazy conspiracy, but it's likely true. The other one is just, he's got an ego. He's a, it's a genie warlock, if I remember right. I can't actually remember his class. I just know he's a warlock. But yeah, I'm waiting for them to eventually figure out that I was part of the evil organization. I am not currently part of the evil organization. I'm pretty much there to take it down. But I'm leading them on the right path, and that's what I need. So it's looking like fun. I know our third person, he's quite quiet. Which, that's okay. You don't have to be crazy loud, especially with the classes that he's playing. I think he's a ranger this time. Probably he plays a rogue, but his character is super quiet, even though his character is like the author of a book. So I've been waiting for him to be all like, "This reminds me of a book I wrote," or "Oh, this would make an excellent idea for a story of mine, for my next novel," something like that. But he just hasn't really said anything. We try to get him to try to talk a little bit and just not really biting at the bait. That's okay. He's constantly raving about wild conspiracy theories, but it turned out to be true. Yeah, the Dan versus character is crazy fun. It's definitely I'm not doing that again. I won't do a Dan versus character. I don't think I can be angry enough. But the conspiracy theorist is always a fun option. I think you can, because the wilder it gets, the better. Like somebody that's a conspiracy theorist that's like, let's say they're like a wizard or something, but they're openly against the idea of magic being a thing. I think like that kind of stuff is fun. Where you can clearly use magic, but you have another explanation for it. Oh, you've not heard of Dan Versus? Oh, okay, so Dan Versus was a show on Discovery Kids, which definitely belonged on, like, Adult Swim, to be totally honest. But, look it up. I think all of it's on YouTube now, because it's been, like, 10 years since that show came out. Probably, like, 20. It's definitely worth a watch. At least the first episode, I'd say. If not, I at least know it's on YouTube, and it could be like with advertisements kind of deal. I don't know. But you've probably seen the meme where it's, I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not giving them any money. That meme, maybe? Okay, let me get back to actually playing. Paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Yeah, okay, you know the meme I'm talking about, yeah. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? That is kind of dope. I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I had to work on my stealth. Being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you gonna work on it? Yes. Blaze is gonna show me the ropes. Is he now? I'm expecting him to say no. Up. Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. Aw, Blaze! Zephyr, you do have a heart! That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. With your guys' campaign, are you guys more roleplay forward? Like, do you guys tend to all get into character or like do voices and whatnot? I'm not expecting outfits, but like, some people do that. I know. Every once in a while, I did that for a bit. I kept changing outfit like in the middle of a campaign and seeing who noticed. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. Got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. Dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course, I've encountered monsters before. Part of my life for many years. Shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Of course it is.
First monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No. They were much worse than that. Are you about to say your parents? Dots. Dots again.
Is it?
Oh.
What is it?
Can I have a drink after all? Words aren't flowing. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Fuck! I forgot, let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. I forgot what I gave him last time. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh good golly gosh. I think it was the Sunny Breeze. Oh, it was definitely Sunny. Granted, I can totally do this too, but we're gonna do the Sunny Breeze. Last time, I even did it with new stuff to make it. Well, we're gonna do it with more new stuff. We'll do a short poll. New stuff. New stuff. Alright. One Sunny Breeze. Man, I need to get some containers like this. I love making mixed drinks for real life. When we used to do our D&D campaigns in person, I would constantly make like drinks and stuff for everybody. I made we have these little vial bottles that I used for like potions and whatnot, which most of the time I'd make them alcoholic if people ask for it, or like non-alcoholic, I mean, and alcoholic if they requested it. But it just made it a little bit of fun. Thanks. How is it? Okay, little melancholic music here. Fine.
That means it's perfect.
So, was I? Alright. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I just joined the Shadowbanes, eager to prove myself. Said that there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, dangerous mountain range. Oh well. Hidden treasure trove full of precious gems and gold. That's hoping to find some jewels. I made my way there, darkest of its crevices, guarding its depths where creatures no one ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Cat. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. Hold on, stretch check. Unskringle that spine. I can't wait to have bits as a thing so people can do that for me. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. Oh. Wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons. Distracted them with some of the gems I had in my pocket earlier. Close call. Never forget their twisted antlers, beak-like snouts.
Sound kind of cute.
Not cute.
If you say so. Maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will. All Nightmare, no Shadow. I want to look at this one. I think this is the new one. Deep within the Gravelmac, hide lost treasures and terrifying bleak stalkers. Oh, I think I have anything that matches together. Leaving to sleep, have fun. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, Remedy.
Oh, thanks.
Hope you have a good sleep, man. Enjoy it. Sleep is always great. Hey, you're back. Keep, hand me a drink, will ya? Coming right up, Lynn. Any preferences? Usual. Something strong and powerful? Exactly. Ah, adventurer, you're back. I'm basically just the NPC here, and you know what? I'm okay with that today. Strong and How? What do I have that's powerful? I mean, I don't really need it. Wait. No, we're gonna go with the other one. We're gonna layer it. It looks so cool. Oh. More. And another. Oh. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, now that is a drink. That is a drink, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hey, I see Snurps in the chat. You might be. I know you were streaming earlier. I assume you still are, actually. But because of that, I do still have the requirement. I have to ask. What do you got to get cozy? Some snacks? A drink? Please let me know. You have been caught. The sneaky goblin could not sneak well enough. Ta-da! A drink. You've missed the newest addition to the group of tavern peoples. MELLI! She's adorable! She's a detective. You have a messed up definition of strong. Strength lies in the heart of the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, yours need a prescription. Damn. Doing my best here, man. Say, innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure. Got one for me? Bet. My Bob I used to make back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Oh, a new drink! I needed more. Sailor's Courage. Okay. The Sailor's Courage gives even the driest landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and the inability to know fear. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyways? Spinach not included. Huh. I don't think I've ever actually read all of these descriptions. You know what? I'm gonna do that later. Thank you, Lynn. So, since you're here in my tavern, unharmed and in somewhat good spirits, I'm guessing you survived your encounter with the Wyvern Chimera. I did, obviously. Congratulations. You encountered a chimera? Sure did. Live to tell the tale, too. You or the chimera? Both. Cool. Are you a beast slayer? I am. Well, this time no beast was slain. Carolyn. You? Ellie, the greatest detective in the whole wide world, and this is my assistant. Sorry, Blaze. Zephyr, Blaze. Your assistant got a name? Malachite. See. So, MELLI, you're interested in chimeras. Does it change his name again? I'm interested in everything. Chimeras especially. Like, I'll tell you, as the innkeep and your punk in crime over there, how I outsmarted one. Yes, please. I would love that. It changes the name again! That's so funny. Wait, hold on. Does it change it in the log, too? It does. Oh, that's so funny. Does it change it in the book? It does! That's so funny! Oh, I love it. Well, alright. Strap in tight, then. Our friendly innkeep here sent me on a quest to collect some saliva from the Wyvern Chimera in the Quag Mangrove. It's the key ingredient for vampire sunscreen. That makes sense. The issue is the marshlands, Chimera's home turf. No way I could outfight it in its own domain. So I went the route of trickery. Baba always said all the chimeras she encountered enjoyed some good subterfuge. I ain't really the brainy type. Thought even if I failed, it might be entertaining enough to help me anyway. I need to pick a clever approach, of course, so I did the only reasonable thing to do in this situation. I talked to a mouse. Mouse. Mouse.
Found one local to the marshland. Offered him a bunch of cheese if he agreed to help me out. Pretty easy to convince. I am mouse. Because there are cheese to meet you. Everyone knows chimeras are afraid of mice, dummy. Wow. Exactly. I thought if it was scared, it might use 3 brains less. I dressed up in the mouse in the best wizard regalia I could find. Made myself invisible. That's hilarious. You can do that? Not usually, but the innkeep's drinks come with some great perks. They do indeed, though I do not recall granting you invisibility. Yeah, invisibility might be too strong a word. But with the wits I got from your drink, I remembered something. Chimeras have a hard time discerning between different shades of green. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. Got quite the hand in camouflage, so I figured I'd put it to good use. Had some underbrush, sticks, and leaves. Made some glue from tree resin and spit. Wow. Spit? Everything holds together better with spit. Let me jot that down. Sure thing, kiddo. I put it all together into a cloak of camouflage. Put some mud on my face and was ready to go. So, dressed up in camouflage, the mouse and I, unseen, approached the chimera. It was resting near a muddy stream, and 2 of its heads were in deep discussion about the sanctity of canon compliance. Canon compliance? What kind of heads did it have? Besides the dragon one, obviously. Classic lion and snake head combo. You know, that's pretty classic for a chimera. Of course, all of them heard its approaching. First they seemed curious. All 3 of them froze up when they saw the mouse. The little thing looked mighty tall with his improvised wizard hat. I stayed right behind him, making his footsteps sound heavy. Camouflage seemed to work. The different shades of green and brown made me blend into the marshy landscape. Up close, I could see the chimera trying to hide its fear as the mouse drew nearer, so I started the show. Mouse, or me, same thing at that point, loudly announced that he was a great wizard. He had come to collect spellcasting ingredients for his plane-switching spell. He was prepared to fight, but was willing to bargain if the chimera valued its life. To underline his great power and everything, I even made him float on my hand. Luckily for me, the chimera was more than ready to take up the offer, though it did briefly argue with itself on whether fleeing was a better option. Snake wanted to fight, but only until the mouse growled, or I growled, one and the same, really. This is such a great plan. I wonder if my DM would be okay with me doing it. So, the great mouse mage stated his conditions in no uncertain terms. 1 bucket of saliva. In return, he would leave the chimera in peace forever. Up a lot that he could summon the bucket out of the air. Briefly lost my sanity when there was more creature arguing, but finally the chimera agreed. Filled the bucket with plenty of saliva within a disturbingly quick time frame. Happy to have avoided any monumental violence, the mouse wizard and his bucket of valuable chimera saliva floated away, promising that he would keep his honorable word. What an incredible ruse. They got some of Baba's brains and charm after all. More than some of it, it seems. Let's not get too carried away. After out of sight, I had to keep up my own end of the deal, of course. After getting out of my camouflage, I thanked the mouse and gave him the enormous amount of cheese I had promised him. Wouldn't that much cheese be way too heavy for a single mouse to carry? Turns out the mouse was actually a wizard after all. Had some sort of dimensional pocket he could store it all in. Disappeared with the cheese and just left its ridiculous hat with me. Bid me farewell before I could ask him why he hadn't said something sooner. The whole wizard thing. Ah, typical mouse with a wizard hat, I see. I prefer the detectives, personally. Me too. Melly, you're great. Afterwards, I thought I was in the clear. Suddenly, I felt something breathing heavily right behind me. When I turned around, I was looking into the scaly eyes of a wyvern chimera, a different one. Apparently, it had wanted to know where the wizard leave so that it could move to a more spot. Thought I was about to be smoke. But apparently, Baba was right. They do like a good ruse. So it wasn't mad? No, it was amused, impressed even. In return for
making its weak, it let me live and left me with some strange words.
Strange words?
Stranger than a talking dragon head?
Kind of what dragon heads do, right?
Not sure. Maybe they do typically speak in prophecies. Prophecies?
That's what it said it was giving me.
It said, hope will fall. Hope will rise. Hero will tether its final tread, burying the past, leaving the dead. Sounded like a bunch of schnurkle to me. Oh, blasphemous. Didn't say it wasn't real, but why do they gotta make these things so cryptic? No one got time to interpret this kind of stuff. That's the things in prophecy. No need to interpret them, you'll realize exactly what they mean soon enough.
What hero do you think it was talking about?
No clue.
I bet it's you.
I ain't no hero. Think you might be, Lynn. Nuts. Oh, would be very heroic of you. What? If you brought that saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his happiness about finally being able to walk in the sun again will be extraordinary. Yeah, it would be quite nice to not have to do that yourself. Too lazy to go yourself? I have to stay in my domain. My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Guess I owe that leech. Sorry, not lech. I owe that leech a thanks for providing me with this strange adventure. Did you have fun?
Was fun? Yes, I'll admit. Fun. Wish I could tell my Baba all about it.
Make a good stand-in. Thank you. I try.
Any of you happen to know where I could find this van?
I saw him at Gaia Temple. The priest might know where he went.
I know where he went. Or I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
Did? Sure thing. Right now?
Right now, okay? I've got the time. Might take you more than one lesson, though. That's okay. I've also got time. Aw.
The deal then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire.
Yippee!
Oh, MELLI, you're so great.
That is, if your assistant is alright with that.
Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Just please don't break anything.
Will do. Are you coming too, Mal?
You adjusted to this name change so quickly.
No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. Can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I can go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait. I'm gonna destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha!
Oh, she's great. I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. See you later.
Nuts. I like her ambition. Like her naivety. Some would call it optimism.
Waste of time. Illusions get you nowhere.
You would know.
Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all.
Coming right up. And I don't get to make any cool new drinks for you.
Plus, I want to make a new one.
Looks cool. Just make. Oh. Up here. No, I went too far. Gotta go too far. Something has gone horribly wrong. Oh, here you go, Andu, buddy. We're gonna start over. There you go. First, we're gonna start with the purple. Get that up to my 2. Here we go. What if I can just keep pouring? Okay. Andu's just like, bro, what are you doing? You can stop now. Can I pour some for Andu? You can! You can! That's great. Just, here you go, Andu, but fill him up. Okay, let me just give you some more. I'm gonna give you a little bit of everything. Yeah! Little guy. Well, here you go. I really hope this isn't like... I'll get a stomach ache. Okay. And a little bit of intelligence. If this is gonna be the thing that like makes you talk after this or something, that'd be crazy. You just keep going. Chug, 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 chug. Alright. And finally, a little bit of dex from my buddy Andu. Perfect. You're probably fine. Ah, whatever. Ow. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. Should be. Oh, Malachi. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Thoughts? Wow, we actually did leave here all night. Where did the others go? Like, where'd the others go? Hiya, Innkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. Sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. You did therapy with the local animals? Aww. And of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. How'd the werewolf settlement fare? Okay. Took some damage. Everyone is okay, but only physically. Might have to relocate. I'm sorry to hear that. They'll be okay. I'll make sure of it. Very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're here for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. Can I request something? Go ahead. You have maybe a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Drinks are powerful. I'd like something that could make me tougher while also replenishing social energy. I'm all done with helping out. A drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I have a recipe for that, yeah. Don't worry, I've already got an idea. Even without such drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. We got a new recipe, I'm gonna look at it as soon as we go into the drink menu. Well, they weren't mad about it at least. So, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be.
I saw the stars fall. I thought for sure the world was going to end.
Yes, I recall.
You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out with the lack of a night sky. Everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Worry about replanting these tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put them, back. Or put back what's lost."
But you can always replace it with something new.
I'm not sure you can replace the stars, or if you should approach lost that way.
It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky first. Well, that'd be interesting.
Right, but it still would be much nicer if something...
They never do.
Guts. I'm just happy everyone is okay.
Did you check on Lynn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside.
I did, outside on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, you own any wood glue? Nice to see she's okay too. I was a little worried that she would just leave and never talk to me again. It was nice watching her train MELLI with so much enthusiasm. Catch up a bit, too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training.
Did you accept?
Not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach MELLI. She's very sweet.
Gee.
I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright. Even though she's worried about Mr. Dragon.
Oh yeah, Uncle.
We don't have any way to check in on him. I hope he's alright.
I'm sure he is. Celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world. How about a drink?
I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back.
I'm sure I'll find just the right thing.
Alright, a new drink recipe. Let's see what it is. Oh, it looks cool. It's got a little bendy straw. That's how you know a drink's good, is if it comes with a bendy straw. Swept up in the 1,000 wings, you become as charming and elusive as their elemental messengers. Somehow that feels exactly like resting on a tropical island, enjoying a refreshing drink in pleasant company. Airy swirls are perfect for avoiding unwanted questions. I love it. So, based off of this, I don't think I need...
Might be able to do that.
Yeah, we can just do that real quick. Yeah, that'll do it. Still got room to spare. 1,000 wins. Go and get it.
A breezy drink, inspired by you and your kindness.
Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day.
Back.
All my stuff's going. Drinks are still the highlight of my day. He makes the best drinks, right? Okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. You got called out. It tastes good. Good as things can taste. Oh, what's that mean?
Well said. Thank you.
Can you not taste? Hope that's not it. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot.
There are also an incredibly courageous and capable hero.
That's not true. Not yet. Working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of an adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things I can bring. I want to help people. Why? Why not?
Hit again.
I'm Malachite. Oh! You're Mal! I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it.
Not friends. Just won't leave me alone. Oh, come on. Come on, Malachi. Don't be like that.
Oh, okay, then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? Sounds really mean.
Keeps following me.
You take her along?
By choice.
I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this, but I think you should be honest with her and with yourself.
Nuts.
Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zofford could be fixed with honesty as well.
You mean the missing familiar?
I heard several familiars are missing, actually. I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty.
Oh, hold up. Do we have a new thing? A lot of people in Zofford. We got this and this. Those definitely go together. Unrest.
Familiar who went missing recently. There are a lot of people in Zofford. Someone is bound to know something about it. Haunting. Very impressive. Props.
Let's... I don't think I have enough for any of these just yet. Sounds like Zofford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. Keep an eye or two out for future developments.
Zofford isn't very far from here, is it?
Not too far. It's in eastern Fesoa. And is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley?
No, not mine. Nina is seeking her for a quest. Could be something for her. Practice her skills outside of risk-free theory.
Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her.
Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Is that a bit young for quests?
No. It's a similar age when I ventured out. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures?
Oh. That's sad. No. That's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such dangers that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with young. Finally accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we can confront Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? You would prefer not to be alone? Builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there.
Damn, Fable!
Weren't your parents worried to death about you?
Oh no, you said the P word.
Got enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper?
Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things, like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running. Fortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me. I'll take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Guts. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly?
Both. You really going to send her on that quest?
She wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. It offers a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. It can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. I doubt she'll be going alone.
I hope not. There's a little worse than being alone when you're scared.
Very true.
Are you scared of anything?
Bad Yelp reviews.
Yeah! I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria.
I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay.
You got my 5 stars in the bag.
I would ask what you're afraid of, but...
The answer would be everything.
Is it? Is it really?
Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of?
I'm used to having a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scare me, but... with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. Realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they are still worth experiencing.
Sounds lovely. Never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime.
Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now.
Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home.
Don't worry. Go home. So many things that worry you. As long as you come back.
Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper.
See you tomorrow, my friend. Gonna get a new person? Or is this the end of the night? Looks like it's the end of this night. I think we might be near the end of a chapter. Oh, hey, I see you there, Sky. You can't hide from me. My requirement is pinned. You gotta tell me. What are you getting cozy with? Some snacks? A drink? Or a little flame? I just like to see what everyone's drinking or having to eat while they chill and have a cozy time. Now we're back in Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Chapter 8, New Horizons, 4th of the Astral Moon. Ugh. Oh, hey, new face! A good mythical morning to you! Oh, we got Red and Link here. It's well past noon.
It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex.
And? Did it work?
No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it.
But...
no access to the primordial sea. Bummer.
I heard that's not very easy to get.
Theopractically, it is.
Practically? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Theoretically and practically.
Practically in theory. Duh.
Ah, that makes sense. I get it.
You do?
What do I vote with, guys? Do I understand or no? Give you a minute. Fill up my drink, and by that I mean drink my water. Oh man. Bit rate's solid right now. I didn't just unpop my chat. See everybody's stuff better. I'm gonna guess everyone's busy. What is Bill saying? Well, I have no idea.
That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard.
Wow. And who are you to judge that?
Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things.
Nice to meet you, Hex. I like your eye. Like green, they're bright green, but they have like a, like whenever he closes them, they're like strangely yellow. Yeah, it might just be his irises.
Nice to meet you too.
Just innkeeper for now.
Alright, well then, innkeeper. How about a super wheezy breezy drink for me?
Any flavors you might fancy?
Maybe something... That'll make me focus more, and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex?
Gotcha. Easy. Easy. I have no idea what you mean. Who just says that's all,
something that helps me understand the primordial vortex? Who just says that?
Luckily, I'm a master, so I can help. Drink! There we go! This should boost your focus like nothing else.
Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, so...
So, what complex reasons bring you to my tavern, Hex?
Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria?
Who would that be?
Doesn't matter.
Tell me.
My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? Wonder how she gets through life with so much structure.
Who the hell are you? Oh, I do not know how to. Ah, sure.
Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy.
Well said, Skeleton Man.
I found entropy to be quite essential in this world.
And you are?
Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it?
Correct. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least, I used to be. Now I'm quite dead. Somewhat. Not completely. Obviously, under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious.
So you're undead?
Precisely.
How?
Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. Year is it?
1755?
Snurkles! That's brutally long.
So, how did you come back to life?
I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened.
I like that you. Are you gonna pick it up again?
Yes, yes. Put it back. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who had risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent country. And alas, didn't care.
Those who'd risen with you?
There are more like you out there. Of course, undead rarely rise. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zofford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one. More nautical in style.
Love your hat.
Had a lot of fish. Been a fan of seafood. Though, I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip.
Care to fill me in on Zofford's gossip?
Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zofford has been cursed by a sea. Say that the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. During the day, they disappear like
Bit of a weird curse.
fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella?
Let me. Hold on. Zofford's docks are a popular viewpoint for animals interested. So we might have this. I think these three all go together then. The only one I'm curious about are these two.
You have a drink fit for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I've been needing a mop. If you say so. What would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up.
you know, I've asked several times already, how would a undead drink here? I'm quite glad that I now have an answer. So we're gonna go with this. If I do this right, Thunder Sage might be my. That's not Thunder. Golden Feather. We're gonna start by adding the defense first. Get that up. That's already there. We'll add Charisma now. 1,000 wings. Really cold. Oh. Real charmer. Just for you. Got a cool looking. It's got a cool looking twirly straw. Love those kind of straws. Jolly. I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Be sure, academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now. That type hardly counts. 8 out of 10 hat, not Dimmadome. Yeah, you're right, it's not as tall as Doug Dimmadome, owner of a Dimsdale Dimmadome. But, it's pretty up there. And Sky, since now you actually talk, I still have to ask, once again, what are you drinking and or eating? It's a requirement. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yeah. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. My sister asked if you've seen me. No, you didn't. That's how I feel with my sister, too. Thanks. Bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. You're more than welcome to Tug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Anyone with such a regal hat, welcome to my bar. Water at this point went for barbecue and ice cream. Oh! Barbecue? I'm trying to think. What barbecue joint's over there? I think Shorty's is near there. There's also, like, Nagoya if you're talking... Hibachi grill, I guess. Ice cream, there's plenty. Odd Fodder is a great place up over there. They have, like, have you been to Odd Fodder before? They got, like, the crazy big, like, shakes. Definitely look into it. Hey, Innkeep, how's it going? Oh, fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy, helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. Never seen anything like this before. Either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies. My manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for impulsivity. Yeah, the one shake I got from them wasn't all that great. Probably because it was delivered. Yeah, definitely recommend it fresh. I feel like honestly, it's definitely a place that's meant to just take a picture of your shake. Because the shakes are good. It's just like all the toppings, I didn't care for most of it. I still thought it was definitely good to try once. I mean, I think they constantly add new... Oh, you know, if you were up in the Levis Commons area, you should have checked out, called the Draftcade. It's literally like it's a barcade. It's literally just got a bunch of old arcade games, and they have a bar there. It's really nice. Got some decent food. Just pricey because, you know, Levis Commons area. That's alright, I was just surprised you could actually talk.
Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually.
None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days.
I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in the world.
There surely are. Like your drinks, that one really gurgled in my bones.
So you already tried one?
Indeed.
Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately.
Of course. Coming right up. Never grown zucchini myself, but one that's got. Am I ever gonna get a point where I can make this, man? I want to make this drink because it's new and I haven't had a chance. Is there anything else that seed based besides just like? I guess not. A little bit of intelligence to help out with the gardening. And some defense in case for some odd reason zucchini have thorns. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ain't the energy I drink. Like must. I hope this. Oh. I hope this tastes refined enough. Perfect. You know what I need, Inky. Ooh. Oh, should I Riz, gang? Or do we just hit him with the regular? Riz that elf, you know it. Of course I do. After all, one of my favorite regulars. I am? Well, I it didn't seem to work. Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Dots. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Well, Riz didn't work, gang. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Nuts. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Trigrin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. What's Gucci? Trying to think of Cone? That's my guess on who this is. Everything is good right now. Things are doing great. I'm glad that shit is going well in game. And but I do have a requirement. As you've chatted, you now have to tell me what you've got to be cozy. Nice snack? Drink, perhaps? Tell me. Let me know, and I can talk shit about it, or, you know, be like, oh, that's great. At the gym. I'm trying to think. I don't know a lot of people that actually go to the gym. Robbie? Oh shit. Hey, thanks for the follow. And it means I'm at 40. Hell yeah, I'm fucking happy about that. Wait, you don't have any, like, water with you at the gym? No, like, Gatorade or anything? Gotta at least have something. Water to stay hydrated. Make sure you get some water if you're working out at the gym at least. You don't have to, you don't have to be cozy like with the stream and whatnot, but at least just make sure you're hydrated. Splendid. Nah, we went to seen you like 6 years. God. College together. Oh, I got caffeine. Okay, that's always good. And electrolytes. College. God, that's a lot of people. I'm gonna say Walker. If I'm wrong, I'm not gonna guess again. See who actually sees my posts. But I'm glad you're here at least, even if it has been 6 years. Like, I know it's definitely It's been a long time for a lot of people. Hell yeah, I was right! Let's go! I should have known with the 420 MLG, honestly.
Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you.
So, how have you been, man? Like, you know, as you said, it's been 6 years. Like, everything going good for you, man? What do you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to make me, so they gave me these flowers. They're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you've already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
I actually have plenty because I need more infusions. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use.
Honeyflower. Can I actually look at my infusions?
No. There's 2 pages.
Oh, and they actually have lore about the fucking infusions. I haven't noticed it. So you accept donations for ingredients?
Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself.
What about recipes themselves?
It's always good to get more inspiration.
Wonderful. In my prior life, I had a lot of access to a lot of books about magic and potion mix. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe.
Do you store it under your hat?
For snow. Of course. Where else would I keep it?
Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe.
Keeper, thanks for being such a patient, pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next.
Let's hope not.
I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You're still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around.
Yeah, I'm good. Just having some issues with work. I'm probably going to have to change roles or rework my job due to health issues. That works causing long. Thankfully, they agreed to let me not do anything strange. Though, that's super important. Honestly, I know with my previous job, I was like actually tearing my body apart working it. I mean, I was very lucky that I managed to convince them to at least give me less hours because I'm still getting paid very well. But unfortunately, I then got laid off not too long afterwards because of work in general. Just the industry I was in was just a mess. It's never know what's gonna happen. But now I'm in an awful job where I'm basically a salesperson, and it's not that fun. Everyone's super nice, but everyone also doesn't seem like they know what the hell they're doing. Hey man, I really hope that gets situated, at least to the point where, you know, you're not having a lot of health issues with it, because I know that sucks. Like, I definitely wouldn't want to be... Yeah, I wouldn't want any of my friends to be, like, stressing themselves too hard. Senior engineer doing safety testing for my self-driving cars. Oh! Specifically the automatic emergency brakes. Oh, dude, that's dope. Hey, you have an outfit change. I think, yeah. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. What is it? So, you do, like, the safety testing for self-driving cars. Is there any specific, like, companies that you work for, or do you just do it with... You're testing the parts, brake systems, for multiple companies? I know when I was with the automotive industry, we did it. Imagine being in a car driving 35 miles per hour and having it slam on its brakes to come to a stop. They're like 40 to 50 times a day. Yeah, that sounds awful. Oh, God. I can already feel that mess up, like my stomach and chest area. Ugh, but like, yeah, do you do that for multiple companies, or is it just like... So I know with my, the automotive industry that I was part of, we basically created the parts for multiple companies. So I could get parts for like Dodge, Ford, fucking all kinds of places. Dodge, Ford. I know we had some. We had Tesla parts at one point. Plenty of Chrysler, Rivian. Gone all over the place. Kind of. It was nice. It sucked because it like sucked having to be in a factory, but like it wasn't too bad honestly. The work is a bit monotonous. Oh, you work for Chrysler? Okay. Well, it sounds cool that they're actually getting their like emergency brake system. This is the fully assembled cars, the test track. Oh, okay. That's cool. Actually, know what at least one of the test tracks are. Ruins lots of heart. Does it now? Yep. Makes everything porous. You still have not gotten rid of your freaking slime dude. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again.
Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been?
Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today.
Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in?
Distinguished? Yeah. Gentlemen, don't know. Giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. I disagree with that notion. Anyone with a giant top hat must be a gentleman. There's an unwritten rule here. You have to be a gentleman. I mean, look at Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I guess that might not be a top hat, though. It is just a really tall cowboy hat. Can't remember. Test the fully assembled cars at the test. Okay. What has been the coolest car that you've tested so far? If you can tell us, you know, if there's like somewhat of an NDA involved. It would be if you test anything that's not supposed to release until next year. Turns to do the driving going forward. It's setting up a method of getting the car up and running and recording all the data through. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, as long as, because generally you shouldn't have to, or you shouldn't be required to drive it as long as somebody is able to. As long as you can get the data through, actually, yeah. That way you can adjust the settings. What makes you a gentleman? I was driving 2026 Dodge Chargers a week. Dude, that's awesome. I was making parts for those like last year. Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. And that's how you do it. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. Peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It's just like the clock at Evelyn's living room. Reminds me of all the times impatiently waiting for her to come home after meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, innkeeper, have you read that letter yet? Be a story I'd love to hear about. Not yet, no. I'll be cozy in my van controlling a fake robot car going forward. I'll have a 5+ monitor set up in a fan. Hell yeah, that's what it's all about, gamers. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it makes sense to have the interns, like, be the ones to drive it, you know? They need the experience anyways. And if you've been doing it for a long enough time where they can pretty much try to take it on and be like, okay, now you know how it feels, so you might be able to adjust off of that feeling. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me, so it'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. I'm anything. But, I mean, I guess I'm a humble servant in this case. Ooh, we got another drink. Like the sun reflecting off of a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable. Yeah, but they suck and aren't the most confident. I mean, they're interns. They learn with time. I know. So at my current job, me and some of my other coworkers were talking with our boss about brand because they're trying to change the logo business, and we're like, hey, okay, what fonts did you use? What's your typography? What is your color scheme? All this, and they're like, they then say, what is typography? And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my god, you don't know what you're doing, do you? I'm like, I literally went to school for this shit, and you're telling me that you're my boss? It's ridiculous. Like, who doesn't know? Like, for anyone who doesn't know, typography is super important for any branding for any company. That's generally like the fonts you utilize, whatever like sizes you tend to utilize for certain words, or even like names if you do that, business cards. And it's very important for you to know that, so that way you can continue to use it moving forward. And she had no idea what she was using. Literally hired to teach my old boss everything about it. Oh my god. I mean, that makes a bit more sense if they don't understand, like, the technical jargon because they're older. I think that makes a little bit more sense. But this is supposed to be a business owner who is running a sales thing. Like, you would think you would know how to market properly, right? You know? That's what bothered me. I'm like, you keep telling everybody this is a marketing job, this is a marketing job, and it's not. It's sales. They can lie to me all they want. Alright, let's make this fucking drink. I pour. Tried a little bit, but that's okay. A bit of charisma. And some dex. Ooh, I actually like the... Oh, I kind of wish I layered it the other way with the yellow at the top. Oh well. Oh, hey, this is still wrong. This. Nope. Here you go, Ondu. Have a drink. There we go. There we go. Yeah, man, old people are weird. It's weird because it's like, you're my boss and yet you don't know what you're doing. Oh, that looks, I like, one, it's a nice rocks glass, sure. And the cloud is a nice touch. Great drag. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. And taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had me doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So, how has the day been before you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun! And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought, the light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital. I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of... invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Hmm? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I got you. I helped you get your cape, so you could attend the fancy Baruvian vampire banquet, and I get me gold's worth. Dots. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? Really? I've been looking forward to knowing all about this fucking party, and now I find out 500 years? Oh, she angry. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. What about me material, then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you
What have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin.
That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. So, I have luckily not had to be a bartender where people ask ridiculous drinks. I've made drinks for people that they already knew, where they could either say, hey, I want this, or hey, can you make this and show me a picture? I'm quite happy I've never got a vague description like that, because then, you know, that's 100% based off of, like, preference of another place. Of someone else. My interpretation of a drink that this person would want could be very different. And that's really a problem.
Ah, wonderful. Let's take a look at this new drink. Also, it looks pretty cool. The Peak Sunrise, the sweet drink that feels like standing on a tall mountain's peak. While this drink focuses on intelligence, adventurers may feel infused with the confidence and agility it takes to climb their favorite mountain range. Unsurprisingly popular with climbers and boulderers. I would hope so.
I don't know if you've ever been bouldering before. I know there's a place that recently like opened up for with a climbing wall and bouldering walls and stuff, not too far from campus. I know that there should be a place like it up in Ann Arbor area. I can't remember the name of that one though. But it's fun. I'm terrified of heights, and even I've gone rock climbing just to say I did it, or at least wall climbing.
Wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. I don't know how she's doing. Do you think I could pay her a visit?
You shouldn't. Yeah. Evelyn is quite angry with you. Still. You have rock walls in my gym. Dude, awesome. I think campuses, I think they started adding one in. Or at least I feel like they used to have one, but now they've made it so it, like, moves. On, like, a conveyor, basically. I think that's cool. I haven't used that one because, I mean, that's old.
I should. The air smells like reconciliation.
Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't.
It is.
Kyle, stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? Know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer?
What?
Take it and smash all ye holds dear. No one takes what's mine.
But the cape is mine.
Is she of the same opinion, you think? First time in years, last Marcus's wedding. I'm trying to remember who Marcus is. I'm sure if I saw his face, I would remember. It's been like long minute with a lot of people. I mean, I know, like I've seen Flesh, I've seen Ferg, a few other people. Kurt and I actually work together.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say that doesn't actually narrow it down, but love games like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. I think I remember now. I think he may have. I think his last year may have been or at least not too long after sophomore year.
Maybe you're right. It'd be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There's never been a wish of hers I'd turned down. And I wouldn't to this day.
I don't want to have whatever you have with her. Lose my mind. Well. Yeah, I know.
Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching.
So,
maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away.
Maybe a drink could help for now.
Oh, would you do that? A drink for me?
Wait. You updated your info?
What do we get?
Aw. Okay, so it actually does update the ring. I actually like that. We don't have it. Alright.
Drink for me? Love.
Games like MGS. Man, I want to replay the MGS games. If I had them, I would actively play it for the stream for sure. It'd be a lot of fun. MGS 3 is one of my favorite like MGS games.
Going strong, please, dear innkeeper. That my heart may stop aching soon.
Because I'm kind of just exploring and playing whatever games I want. Because I think that's fun.
We need something... That'll... Perfect. I can finally make the new drink!
Waiting for this shit. Alright, let's, that'll do it. Us. Okay. Looking forward to the MGS3 remake. I'm hoping it gets ported to the Switch. That would be really cool, honestly. Just because I think it, you know, gets more people to play it. Though, I'm kind of like a little... I really hope that they do a bit more than just make it look pretty. I know that they're not redubbing it, which is a little disappointing. But at the same point, it was very well written. I don't think he would need to. But I wonder if they're going to add anything to it at all. Like, besides just throwing in, like, the Ape Escape thing and then making it look pretty. So if a Switch 2 port happens, I really hope they decide to mess with it like the 3DS version did. Because they added, like, Nintendo Easter eggs to it. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. The original higher quality... Yeah, I agree. It's still great and it still holds up. It's just that, literally, I think every one of the voice actors that were involved with that game are still around. So I would have loved to seen, like, a few new codec calls. Because there's some things that just never got dialogue made about it. Because, like, Sigint talks about almost every weapon, camo, or otherwise in the game. Just like how Paramedic talks about every wound and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool if they had a few more, because there was a lot of items that they didn't talk about whatsoever. And it felt odd because of how much was in the game. Just like a small thing of including those would be kind of cool. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, I'm not buying this game because of that. I'm already going to buy this game because Kojima's not involved. That's true. I feel like the only one who would still be right is David Hayter. And now that we know, you know, speaking of MGS3 though, did you hear about Little Mermaid Ariel, whoever the voice actor for Ariel was, being Eva? Did they finally confirm that?
It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper.
Cheers. Why don't you tell the innkeeper more about your day, Nuts.
Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I?
Your trip to the capital. Streets bustling with people.
Roots!
What? Roots? Yeah, roots. Roots.
We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating.
For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true.
Myths?
Myths. I told you. Rumor has it, these are the roots of the ether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. New rumor. Rumor unlocked. Already got these 3. Capital is... Capital. I don't think I have any information about that. Yeah.
Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed.
You know, speaking of just, I guess, Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear adjacent, what do you think about Death Stranding 2? I think it looks cool. I think it's really funny that they did relate that they threw in the guy who pretty much was like, oh, it's just Solid Snake. What going to do to protect the city? The city is protected with stone.
Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts.
I figured. Oh. Oh? Death Stranding didn't click with me. I agree. I didn't really click with the game either. I think the stories look cool, but the actual gameplay, I was kind of just lost a little. Yeah, I mean, it might be worth giving it another shot soon. Especially with the second one coming out, I might as well try it again and see if it's enough to get me to think about getting the second. We also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. I believe last made her way to Dalwell. Seems she might be onto something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Why? Why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Nuts. Very well then, but you don't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's... Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Hey, well, hello, you're new. I just think it's great to build a studio and release a AAA game in 4 years and the sequel taking 5.5. You know how Kojima works. He is, artiste. Or at least, you know, he's this film buff, so he's probably got so many ideas that work around film. Probably changed so many of it to be glad to have him. Personally, I think I'm gonna be the only person to say this. I personally think Kojima's a little overrated. like yes, Metal Gear Solid's a great series, but like, he's my go-to movie critic. You know, he does have his opinions on movies quite a bit, and I do actually generally agree with them. I haven't seen too bad of an opinion from him. But, I don't know. Yeah, to me, he's just the regular guy. It's like, yeah, I know you made a cool game, but that's really all I want to hear. You made a cool game. Ah, well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Hello. Minthy in the flesh. I'm glad we just get a new character. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon. Ah. You know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time. Spans longer than a decade. I think he's a good game director, but he's at most the 5th best one in Japan. I feel like that's pretty fair. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad game director at all. I just feel that he's very hyped up. That's how I feel about it. It's just, he's very hyped up. And that's kind of what bothers me. It's like, yes, I'm glad everyone enjoys his stuff. I'm glad everyone likes him. But, you know, there's so many fantastic game directors that we can hype up just as much. Good that you have me drop in from time to remind you. I couldn't be more grateful. I want to pet this dog so bad. Oh, there's 2 of them! I didn't notice. Especially when you bring Casket and King along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount? Always. So, who brought you back to the area? Not your usual haunt. Oh, I generally prefer something moist. Ha! Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my... And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. Stuff that came pouring down was... unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another. Possibly more accurate.
I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. You have a wheelchair?
I mean, I understand it's not shown because...
But the scenery has always been worth the struggle.
I kind of wish there was a small spot that they, like, left. Showed that, because I feel like that kind of represents games.
Now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take enjoyment from the passing land. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service speed.
You've told me your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse.
Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? I do have to say,
using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Oh, that's smart.
Quite the impressive work, my friend.
I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. Man, I wish we could use teleportation as a way to make things work for the handy-capable.
I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the city.
Better cobblestones would do wonders for many people.
But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure.
Oh, really?
Shocking, right? Here on the hunt, one could say.
What do you have your eyes on?
Protection post. Heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in Lonesome Lagoon. Here.
Ah, those again. Good hunting, then.
Thank you. So, while the pearls might be my main objection, I haven't decided to come to town with only a single purpose. Ask you for something.
A good drink?
No, my manuscript, Nuts. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it.
Dots. Ah, of course. Finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. It's been so long since I definitely got done with that. I'm honestly surprised they didn't announce a Switch 2 port of Baldur's Gate 3.
You know, they still could be planning it.
I could believe that. I feel like developers or third-party devs are kind of having trouble with the Switch 2. At least it feels that way. Just because there is definitely a quality difference between the first-party Nintendo games and how they look compared to the third-party titles that are coming. Like, Cyberpunk still looks good, but it's not as vibrant as I'd say on the PS5. But and I think people have been. I don't know if Elden Ring has been shown off at all. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. It's based on Xbox Series. I mean,
Lovely.
according to CDPR, the build they showed off was made in 7 weeks. Oh, well, then they probably had a lot more time to work on it since then. I can believe that, actually. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells? Remember where I put it?
If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey.
I'll do my best. Yeah, I definitely am just curious, because, I mean, that's just always my thing when it comes to, Oh, sweet, we get to make the new drink. Yeah. I had to do it.
Bay crystal.
Some of the intelligence. A little bit of dex.
And a splash.
Oh? That's bit of that. Yeah. It's just that with most like Nintendo stuff, at least whenever they're cartridge based, people seem like third-party devs tend to have a little bit of a rougher time with it. Granted, we also don't know how long they've had test builds to kind of work and figure things out. So while I doubt it's gonna look awful, Switch 2 basically runs on an offshoot of the 3050. Oh, really? Okay. And they should be fine. Honestly, I'm personally just happy that they were very honest with the, you know how they showed off the camera during the recent Nintendo Switch Direct? I was like, oh, they actually clearly showed that the bottom, game shares were lagging a little bit. I'm like, damn, that's very honest. Most places wouldn't do that. Not very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, it might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. Do you plan on getting a Switch 2? Are you trying to pre-order one as soon as that's available? Well, I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me. I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. No, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library. How old are you, lady? Let's find you in my book! Also, I just realized that you're red. Oh, no, it's... Okay. Not in my book yet. Oh yeah, I got that FU money now. Yeah. I will be soon, hopefully. Just below this pile. Oh wait. Made off 1,000 on bets during last year's election. Damn! Damn, Skippy! That's some good money. I'm not usually a gambling person. I like gambling in video games, but IRL I only prefer card games. And unfortunately, you can't work at... Could have made triple. Yeah, I can believe that. Unfortunately, if I've ever worked at a casino, you cannot gamble at, anywhere in the States. Money and Rand. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You got 50,000 out of it. Come on. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. I have some pearls to get to. Oh, Jim. Oh, you bet that he wouldn't be the Democrat nominee? That makes sense. I mean, curious on who didn't believe that. But alright. Right when he agreed to debate. Boy. Now, I tend to try to not involve political discussion on stream. Actually, my rule. But seeing as you are, I think, the only person here, I'm not care right now. Oh, I'll return in about 7 days, then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. Oh, damn it, mixed up the voice. I don't care. Dots. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript. I've never actually had to read someone else's manuscript. Read over scholarly articles. Definitely those. Andolin Zofford. The lively port city of Zofford is not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on here. Familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found, but it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could this appearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Offred's docks? Probably. I cashed out a few days after. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. Get that money. Go for another chapter. Oh, up here. You know what? I think I'll stop here, actually. That way I can, like I said, eat is definitely the big one. Easy money. 30 times my... Bam. Well, honestly, thanks for stopping by, for sure. I'm glad to be able to talk to you again. It's been, like you said, it's been such a long fucking time. I definitely enjoy talking and hearing about everybody's adventures since back then. But I'm gonna stop the stream just so I can eat. And I'm sure you'll enjoy getting back to the gym. Alright. But I am gonna raid somebody. I just gotta determine who. They were friends on Discord or Steam. I think we're friends. I know we're friends on Facebook, obviously. I don't know about Steam. Mostly because I didn't really use Steam a lot. Back in, like, 6 years ago. I just kind of had it and didn't really friend anybody. I think we're friends on Discord, though. Now, who do I raid today? Oh, my one friend wasn't on. I was ready. Okay, friend, do I take you to a VTuber, or do I take you to John Alpharad, or Jacob Alpharad? I'm looking at my follows list. Hit me up anytime. Yeah, no problem, dude. I will happily do so. I'm gonna get back to talking with more people anyways. Alright, but we... gonna pull off this stream. I'm gonna send you to a random friend. You can choose to stay or not. You don't have to. I think they're playing Overwatch. So guys, with that, I will see you all later. And for now, enjoy the raid. Oh, you're gonna check out Claude Plays Pokemon? That's cool. Whatever you want to do, I'm not gonna be like, you gotta join the raid, dude. No, that's fair, though. Claude Plays Pokemon, though. Like, wait. Claude as in, like, fucking Fire Emblem guy? Or... because that sounds kind of dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll look that up later. For now, though, I'm gonna raid a friend. So, I'll see you all later. You have a great night, man.